Okay. So in the early 2000s, psychiatrist Richard Wiseman partnered with the British Science Association on a project that ended up being called the Laugh Lab. 70 countries, hundreds of thousands of submissions, okay, millions of people, an endless supply of data, ultimately becoming big data that needed to be analyzed over several months. And their goal for this project was to determine the world's funniest joke. I'm here to tell you that joke, okay? Two hunters are in the woods. One suddenly collapses, appears to no longer be breathing, eyes are glazed over. The other hunter gets his phone out, dials 911 as you would expect, gets an emergency operator and says, "I think my friend is dead. What can I do?" The operator says, "Stay calm, I'm here to help. First, we need to determine and make sure he's dead." So the guy says, "Okay, hold on." Then there's silence. But then there's a shot. Gets back on the phone and says, "Okay, now what?" All right, so that is the funniest joke in the world as of the early 2000s. Why do I share that? Big data analytics used in stand-up comedy. Who would have thought? Okay? We commonly think of big data analytics in IT, manufacturing, healthcare, education, engineering. What about government? Well, I'm here to follow up with what Suzanne Crouch said, basically say, don't forget about us. Okay? We want to play in the game too. All right, so government, innovation, that is no longer an oxymoron. Okay? We are seeking and welcoming and embracing new ideas, methods, and products to help us deliver services. That's actually the definition of innovation, right? New ideas, methods, and products. So I say to you, it's a call to action, bring them to us. Okay, it's 2019, about to be 2020, and government is in the innovation space. One of the primary purposes of big data analytics, aside from making lots of money, okay, one of the primary purposes is to gain insights, to make better decisions. Who doesn't want that for our government, right? Gain valuable insights to make better decisions and informed policies. I think about the partnership that the state of Indiana has with this conference. This is my third year, specifically with the Visualization Challenge. The last 3 years have featured big data analytics and teams of people looking at the opioids crisis, okay? Issues in workforce development. And this year, the Census 2020 project. Those are large-scale, statewide and nationwide issues, projects, epidemics, things that we need to rely on data analytics to help prepare us for the future. Specifically in Indiana, we've got other things going on behind the scenes. Okay, the Department of Health and the Family and Social Services Administration are using big data, working with the Management Performance Hub and anyone else who wants to partner and participate in fighting one of the most unfortunate societal issues in the Midwest, especially today, and that's the infant mortality rate. Okay? Data can help us figure out the answers to why that is so high here in the Midwest. Okay? The Indiana Department of Transportation is analyzing traffic flow. Okay? How do we stop, gridlock on highways? Okay, we need to use the data and figure out where those entry points are, access points. Indiana State Police is using data and analyzing data to look at crashed, information. Okay? Why are crashes happening? And at the Indiana Department of Revenue, my agency, we're using big data analytics 24/7, round the clock, to fight fraud and identity theft, which is such a booming industry in the wrong way. Okay? Since 2014, the Indiana Department of Revenue has prevented $120 million from getting into the wrong hands, people committing fraudulent acts through tax returns, seeking refunds that don't belong to them. by either stealing identities or creating fake identities, and we use big data analytics and software and algorithms to help pinpoint those and to determine who's doing that so that we can stop it. $120 million that would have left the state. That money is used, of course, to provide services and do all sorts of things that government is intended to provide. So all of that to say, in government, we aren't scared of technology, okay? We embrace it. It's a time of innovation for all of those other industries, but also government, okay? And I'm proud to say that in Indiana, especially in government, we're no longer afraid to go first, okay? With new innovative ideas and methods and products. Typically, how it has always been done is, well, someone else needs to use that. Let's make it a proven product, and then we'll think about it. No, we're not afraid to go first. If it can help us deliver services and do good, then let's be all in, okay? There are 90 agencies in Indiana state government, and we're here to listen. So as the great sports agent Jerry Maguire told his one client, help me help you. Help us in government serve you, okay? Help us unlock the key, use the key to unlock all of the answers that are hidden within the data that we collect. We've got an insane amount of data in government, okay? Help us unlock the code. Change the conversation about government service, operational efficiencies, okay? And how we can use data to do good things. Let's all have a wonderful day filled with inspiration, thought-provoking discussion, and imaginative opportunity. Thanks for your time.